Hey guys, back up at Roosevelt Lake. I know you saw me on the video from Bartlett the other day. So I kind of got into some biting fish on a real steep bank here. I got a nice point there, but it got a lot of nice rock for crawdad fishing. We did a little topwater bite this morning, and it was little. Best bait was my little chartreuse Rico, the small one. I had a whopper plopper. I didn't catch it, and it had 2 bites, but we did catch some nice 2.5 pounders on the little Rico. But now we're fishing deep. We're going out deep. I got one on because I've been casting out deeper and dragging uphill. So I'll talk about that in just a minute. So the only bad thing about this, guys, is these fish are in 36 to 40 feet of water. They're nicer fish, but you got to reel him in just nice and slow like this. He's coming in slow, but you can't do a lot of pictures. You can't take a lot, and you can't hold him out. Can't hold him out of water that much. So he's coming up, and you'll see the kind of terrain that I'm catching these fish on. Oh boy, here he comes. There he goes. All right, I'm just gonna, instead of boat flipping him, I'm just gonna get him up like this. Come here, buddy. I'll tell you, this just happens to be a ditch digger from 5150. They gave me a whole bunch of these, so I'm using them. They're free. So this just happens to be like their candy ditch digger, and this is like a brush hog. I only use watermelon candy, and I only use watermelon red. Those are the 2 best colors for, you know, the brush hogs or the ditch diggers. So nice fish. All right, let's let him go. Okay, got another one on. That didn't take very long. This kind of terrain, and cameraman Mike, show that what we're fishing here. Just kind of glance at the shoreline with all the rocks and stuff. Got a real nice point coming up, but look at the crawdad rocks. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna experiment since there's so many fish here. But guys, the whole key to this, keep your boat in 35 feet of water. Don't do what everybody else does and go up to 15 and throw to the bank. Stay in 35 to 40, cast up to 20, and then work it back to 35. Whoops, he's shaking his head. I don't know the size of him, but he feels good. Oh, here he comes, Mike. These are nice fish, I'll tell you. You catch them out here, and they're all in that 2-pound range, 2.5 pound range. These are just beautiful fish, you know. Okay, all right. Hang on. The other day I was flipping these things in the boat, filming, and busted my line. You guys remember that one. So I'm just gonna so this is the ditch digger. Again, watermelon candy. All right, just so you can see it. Nice, just a nice fish. Look at that. Look at the coloring on this. I'm over in the midsection by the dam, and so there we go. So now I want to show you a trick that I do with Cincos. So Fat Packs loaded me up with Cincos, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch and show you a trick that I do with my Cincos. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to grab a drop shot rod. I'm going to show you how I load this. Okay, this is a Fat Packs Cinco watermelon red. I only asked for specific colors from this guy. I don't want his 30 colors, but the watermelon red, the watermelon candy, the green pumpkin work the best. I have a drop shot on, and I only have 1 foot between the hook. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the Cinco like this. I'm going to turn it and stab that hook back in that Cinco so that the Cinco is just like this. Now that's going to be weedless because that's the end of my thing. It's not sticking out. But watch what happens. You could throw this out, and I'm sitting in 35 feet of water. Try to keep your boat 35. You can cast to the bank, guys, if you want to get out shallower. So I'm just casting it up to maybe 20, because all the fish I'm catching are 25 to 35 feet deep. So this area here is perfect because I got a nice 90-degree angle right here. Whoops, did I just have a bite? You don't get much of a bite with this. These bigger fish will just grab it in their mouth and they'll just slightly pull on it. So that's your bite. If you feel anything and you're holding your bait steady and you feel anything, that's your bite. So that's the key to setting the hook, you know. Nope, that wasn't a bite. So with using the drop shot for this, it works out perfect. So we'll just let this go down and let it soak there. Okay, Cinco time, wacky style, weedless. I got one on. Boy, he's pulling pretty hard. Let me go out a little bit deeper. I don't want him to get in the tree. All right, just hang on. Get out just a little deeper. This one feels. I'm using a spinning rod. You know, so naturally, when you get a bigger one on, you're at the mercy of the fish. You know, using a spinning rod and 15-pound braid, 10-pound monofilament. So this one actually is, I can feel, but he's out in 28, 30 feet of water coming out of that. So I'm just slowly pulling him up. He just feels big. I haven't seen him, but oh, there he is. He's a nice one. Look at Mike down in there. Check this out. You can even see the Cinco, guys. Look at. Like I said, when you get them in, you got to get them back out. I'm not forcing him in. I'm not reeling him in real fast. I'm just bringing him in slowly. Yeah, very slowly. If he comes in, well, you get these little bit 3-pounders or 3.5-pounders coming in. They come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. All right, open up. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, look at. Fell out. Fat Pack watermelon red, my favorite. Watermelon red, watermelon candy, green pumpkin, black flake. Nice fish, guys. Look at that. Still kind of skinny, but just a really nice fish. Healing up really good. All right. No. Okay, we got another one. I put a new bait on. If you want to catch fish here and you're having trouble catching fish, there's two or three baits. There's 2 baits or 3 baits that are really good here. Oh, another nice fish. Man, it's coming up from deep water. I'm keeping my boat out in 35, casting the 25. He's not as big as the last one, but he's damn nice fish. Oh, let me show. Boy, when you hook him in the top of the mouth like that, guy, you know you got a good hook set. All right, let's let him go. Head first. So, the 2 #1 baits, if you want to catch them, and these are oxblood. 5150 just poured them for me just before I came up here. But there's something about the pink that 5150 has. This kind of pink, and they love it. And the oxblood is good too. It's a brownish with a little bit of red flake in it. Those 2 worms are a guarantee. And just to throw my worm in there, I got one that's a guarantee too, a pink with blue flake. So those 3. And I'll tell you another sleeper one is this little crawdad, that Texas rig, real lightweight. Fat Pack makes this. It's in my color. It's more of the, I don't know if you guys can see this real good, but it's kind of a brown and green, like a camel color, but it's got gold flake and red flake in there. And it's good. I'll tell you what, I catch a lot of fish on it. Well, I think it's about time to go in. We got to get back to Phoenix. But anyway, you just kind of see some of my tricks that I'm using up at Roosevelt. Right now I'm catching all my fish 25 to 35 feet. Come up, give it a try.